Here we are again, a new day, beautiful weather, it's summer, nice. And here we have an electric scooter, and this guy is dead in the water. Nothing happens, doesn't charge anymore, doesn't run anymore, and we have to fix it. This belonged to one of my students, and like I said so many times before, I'm not fixing these things for an income. Everything is related to my pleasure and hobby about fixing electronics and understanding electronics. And like I said, this is just an entertainment channel. So don't expect any professional tutorial or something. Okay, you just listen and see what I'm doing. If it's useful, like and subscribe. If not, don't blame me. Don't burn your house, okay? What I found so far, I dismantled the battery, and the first step, of course, and the first reaction was to check the battery. I just dismantled it. It's a 36 volts with a 15.4 554 watts hour. It's a big battery. Of course, my first reaction or impulse was to check the BMS, and we have a 100 amp BMS, I think. Anyway, doesn't smell, it's looking good. I don't see any problem down here. Let me check the voltage. So far everything is fine here. And we have the main power port going out to the other electronics, and we have like 41.5 volts. So the battery is pretty charged. And this is the charging port. Obviously we shouldn't have anything here. So far so good. This is the original power supply. In the meantime, let me see if the BMS is still able to give some current, some output. So that's why I'm having this resistor, power resistor, homemade by the way, and we got like 11.4 ohms, right? We should have around 40 volts divided by, we should have around 4 amps, 4 or 5 amps or something, output from the battery. Let's do that. I have my multimeter on amps. I have to put this down there somewhere because it's a lot of heat. And let's see. Yeah, 5.52. So the BMS is working as it should. I don't see any problem so far. Encouraging. 5.65 amps. So that means the battery it's working, all the cells are okay. I don't want to dismantle this to check each element by row. Oh man, this is really getting hot. Yeah, it's a lot of amps. Let's put that back there and let's check the voltage. Under load 40.6 volts. That should be fine. I don't see any problem anywhere. The connections are pretty good. Nothing get hot. I'll bring my thermal camera. Yeah, I can feel a slight warm cell here, but we can check it with the camera. Here I am with the thermal camera, and I can see already this row of cells. It's getting warmer or a little bit higher than the other. So I got a 36 degrees here, next one 32, 31, 31, 30 and 31. So we got a problem over here. It's very possible one of the cell there to be broke or something. It's a very clear image. Higher, warmer than all the other guys. What about the BMS? No problem here with the BMS. Not at all. Okay, so the battery had been discharged with this resistor, 11 ohms resistor, with a 5 amps output. So let's see now. The BMS just stopped the discharge. Let's see how much voltage we still have here. 32.2 volts. Let me plug the charger and let's start having the charge and follow the voltage in the same time, we should see a rise of the voltage. 1.43 amps charging current. Anyway, this guy is not capable of more of 1.5 amps. Okay, let's wait. But I don't see any voltage rising. And tell you the truth, it's been like that for all night. 36.5. It's not going up. Let me try something else. Let me have this on amps, and I'll go from this minus here to the battery like that, and going straight to the battery. I have a 1.5 amp charging, which is okay. So now I'm bypassing the BMS. Let me see if I can do a trick here, because I want to check the voltage in the same time. 36.78. Okay guys, so you see, this is really strange. I applied 40 volts here and the battery doesn't take any charge. I have a current of 140 milliamps going from my power supply to the cells, but nothing serious. You know, it's getting stuck on 36.6 volts, so I don't know, it's kind of funny. 36.8. I don't understand. I can't understand what is happening here. Okay, but let me take out the this connector. You know, this obviously it's for balancing the cells. Let me take it out. Maybe we got a problem here. Alright, so the balancing port, it's out. Let's check the voltages again. No more voltage here. Beautiful. Alright, so let me have minus 40 volts, a plus right here. Any current? Nah. You see, I have those voltmeters there, and this is the current, and nothing, nada. That's kind of nuts. And obviously the power supply, it's on standby, because I got only, okay, now we have 9.8 watts, almost 10 watts from the mains. Without that I got 3.9, 5 watts of charging. Are you kidding me? 36.8 and doesn't come up. No, it's not taking the charge. That's kind of crazy. Alright, I'll try something else with a much more power. That's why I'm thinking about having one of this boost converter. So this guy supposedly give me like 10 amps or something. Anyway, much better than the little power supply there. Okay, so it's more than an hour for charging in the new configuration without any BMS, without any balancing port, anything else. Let's check the voltage now. And here we have 36.9 volts. So it's very clear the battery it's taking charge. I just let it run for now. I'll check it later, but anyway, a part of this mystery is solved. The BMS, it's looking like something wrong with the ports and everything else. I have to take it down anyway and to check it, maybe order another one. But I'll wait for the battery to charge it. Anyway, it's taking hours and hours. It's a huge battery, 500 watts at least, and with 1.5 amps delivered by the power supply, it's taking at least I don't know, 10 hours, 15 hours, something like this. Okay, so that's it for today. This is part 1, and I'll be back with news as soon as the things are getting together, you know, and more and more clear. Like usually, don't forget to subscribe, like, and have fun. Bye bye.